Hey guys, you're welcome back once again. Guys, today there's something I really want to talk about. Something very important, something very it's reality everyone will face if you get to that stage of your life because life is always about a stage. You understand? Stage by stage. So what I'm going to talk about today is old age. You understand? Getting old. Because as we are giving birth to, we get older by the day and all that. So why is it that old age is what I'm going to talk about today? Because I can remember two episodes. You understand? Two episodes of old age. So a few years back I was working in a nursing home, and I was get a chance to get in contact with old people, uh, women, old women and the old men. So I was working in this nursing home. So for quite some time, I think I worked there for about 5 years or so. Yeah, 5 years or so. Can't really remember. So there were a lot of things that was happening, especially when um, when it comes to being old and you have children. And what I'm going to talk about today is that old age have two type of life. Two type of life. So we have women and we have men. So men suffered most when they get old. Men suffered most. So I remember then when I was working at this nursing home, anyone that know nursing home, anyone that have worked there, or anyone that have any family member there know what I'm talking about. As a man, as an old man, and you are staying in nursing home, maybe probably your family can't take care of you. You don't have access to what you guys need to take care of you. So when I was working there, a whole lot of things went down. You understand? A whole lot. Like being a woman and being in a nursing home, or being an old woman, is easier than a man. Whether we like it or not, if we get to that stage, if we are able to get to that stage, we will also find out that what I'm saying is true, and this is just fact about life. There is nothing you can do about it. You understand? So in most time, I will see some family member will come and visit their family member there. In most cases, if they are coming to visit their mother, it's always like a queen. Like they are coming to visit a queen. They are coming to visit a mother. You understand? So I keep seeing all these things, and most of the time, most men there, they are always lonely. You understand? So a lot of men should prepare for their old age. I think the one of the most beautiful things that men should do for their old age is find some good friends that will be around you. That is why I like it more in Africa when you are old. You understand? I like it more in Africa when you are old. Yeah, a lot of men, they are always lonely when they are in nursing home at their old age. But if you are able to build good friends around you at your old age, at least you guys will be hanging out together. Because why am I saying this? When you have children, Most especially in Africa, when you have children when you are old. Even in Europe, in America, it happens. When you are old, you will not get a chance to get a physical contact with them anymore. Not even apart from physical contact with them, just let's say a build good relationship with them anymore. Because they will always need the mom. They will always need their mother. Just imagine, even you, when you are married to your wife, that moment you guys are married, when you guys don't have children, you will find out that that is the best moment of your relationship with your wife or with your girlfriend before you guys have children. You will find out that that was the best relationship stage of your life than when you guys have children. Because it always happens that when a woman starts giving birth, she will pass her love, that the love that she has for you as a man, she will pass it to her children. Yeah, it always happens. And this is something that we cannot really talk about. You understand? This is something that we can, no, sorry. This is something that we cannot really take control of. You understand? This is something that is very hard for us to take control of. And remember, when you are old, at your old age, there is another thing that will also happen to you. The way you guys used to have sex before will no longer be the same. Okay? The way you guys used to have sex before will no longer be the same. So, let's say you are 60 years old and you want to have sex with your wife and whatsoever. You understand? Will you be able to perform the way you used to perform when you were like 40 years old, 30 years old, even 50 years old? No. Even when you were, you know. So let's say, for example, you want to have sex with your wife at your age, at 60 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old. What can you do? Nothing. Your third leg will not function. Your third leg will not function the way it used to function before. You understand? You will find that it will be difficult for for your third leg to stand. So this is just reality of life. This is the reason why you find out that, or you see that a lot of men at their old age, they are always lonely. They find it difficult to relate with people. Because you know, when men fall in love, they always fall in love deeply. You understand? Men love their wife the way they used to love them, right from day one till when they are old. But for women, it's not always like that. You understand? So, before I go further, let me talk about this. Let me find where to sit down and talk about this before I go further. So, before my dad died, I can remember back then, you know, I can remember back then my dad used to call me whenever we talk, not always, because I live in Italy, he live in Nigeria. I can remember at times when I call him, man, there are things in life, there are a lot of things that we take for granted in life. I remember then my dad used to tell me, whenever I hear your voice, whenever I hear you guys' voice, I'm always happy. Can you please try to be calling me time to time? Let us be talking. I want you guys are my children. I want to be hearing you guys day after day. You know, my dad used to tell me that. You know, I never knew that my dad would die, you know, so soon. So I never really take things serious like that my dad would die and all that. I'll be here today talking about my dad. So everything was so like, you know, there are things in life, they'll be present to you, but it will be hard for you to understand. That was what was happening between my dad and us. You understand? Maybe it's because of the relationship my dad built with us. I don't know. But what I know that in life, also when I was working in a nursing home, I also found out that this thing is not just in one person. It just it happened between individuals. You understand? So it was very hard for me to understand. We cannot comprehend them. We were just like, living our life, thinking like nothing will happen and all that. So at times when I think about old age, especially after the death of my father and a lot of things went down, I was like, what is life and all that. So why am I saying this? In Africa, you also know, even here in Italy, it also happen, even in all over the world, it always happen. Mom always receive more love than their father when their father gets older. Let's say, for example, in the sense that maybe, for example, a man gave birth to a child or to his children, and his children started having children too. Do you know, during the process of try to raise their grandchildren, do you know most of the time the children will need their mother most than their father? You understand? So their children will need their mother most than their father. So this is just, I don't know if it's nature, I should call it. I think it's nature. And in Nigeria, I remember then, you will hear from a family, they will say, my child gave birth, I'm going to take care of my child for like 3 months, 6 months, and all that. In most cases, the father will just be at home alone. You understand? The father will be at home alone. No one to, to be around with except his friends. So that is the reason why I said at the beginning, build a good relationship with some people. Have a good relationship with your friends, so that at least you guys can build a good relationship together, so that when you guys get old, when you guys get to that stage, you guys will be able to hang out together. Because I also seen that in men, when they get old, they can play some games together, draft, and so few other games. You understand? It's very important. So what I'm talking about, apart from that, there are many other ways men loses in the life of their children. There are many other ways men loses in their children's life. You understand? Okay, let's say, for example, getting to a point whereby the man will die or whatever, or the woman will die. Okay, let's say, for example, after the death of your father, what will happen? You guys will, like this one now, I'm talking about in Africa now, you will host a party, do a burial ceremony for your dad, call friends. There are some people, they also have what they call meeting group. They have this group whereby they talk about things. They have this meeting group whereby at the end of the day, they could make money out of your burial. Yeah, you know that in Africa, a lot of family, when their father died, they also make money out of their dad burial or out of their mom's burial. Yes, they do. You understand? This is not what I'm making. I'm not making this like, I'm not saying this just to make things easy or make things sweet. A lot of people does that. They will make money from their dad's burial or from their mom's burial. It's just something that happens most of the time. But old age is more than what I'm talking about. There are a lot of old people right now, they are feeling lonely. You understand? They don't have access to talk to their kids. They don't have that love, that joy that they want to have with their children. They want to have with their relative. And you know that in most cases also, there are times also, even your extended family will not be that closer to you. You understand? Like they used to. Maybe like when you were young, they used to like come to you whenever they are looking for help. used to help them and all that, because in most cases, extended family is always like this. Extended family will only come to you when they are looking for help. But when you are old, they will never be there. I can also remember my grandfather. My grandfather, when he was old, he was living with us. I remember at times my grandfather would call us. We'll be looking for help. He would call us, come and help me to do this, come and help me to do that. We will just ignore my grandfather, like if no one is talking. But now that I'm getting older, but I don't have children yet. You understand? I don't have children yet. I don't know how we look like when I get older. You understand? I don't have children yet. I can really remember then my grandfather would call us, come and help me to do this, help me to buy things, come. And all that. And I like the kind of life my grandfather also lived, because my grandfather had us around him. You understand? He was able to get a lot of help, because we also helped my grandfather then when he was with us before he died. My grandfather had us because we were living together with my grandfather and all that. So it was easy for my grandfather, but it was not easy for my dad. You understand? It was not easy for my dad. I don't know, maybe it's because of the relationship that our father created with us. Because my father had multiple children, but he was not able to take care of us. That is that. So a lot of things happened. Then when I was working in nursing home, at times I was seeing some children will come to visit their mom. They'll be happy, but when they come to visit their dad, they'll be more like, quiet. They don't want to talk about things and all that. I was like, I don't really know what to say about this. You understand? Because at times when I see an old man, it makes me feel bad. Like this one that's sitting right here. I don't know if you guys can see. There's an old man right there. You can see him. He's just alone by himself, reading book. You understand? It's hard. And old age. Also, another thing you guys need to understand: if you don't have money when you are old, bro, you are going to face a lot of problems. You understand? You're going to face a lot of things. A lot of people will ignore you. A lot of people will not like to see you. Because if you don't have money to take care of yourself, you won't last long. That is just for sure. And remember, when you are old, a lot of people normally say when you are old, you are of value. You understand? You don't have value anymore when you are of old. You understand? When you are old, a lot of people don't want to be with you. They feel like you are weak. You don't have enough power. You don't have more things to give to them. That is why you see a lot of people, they will get, when they are 70 something years old, they will retire then. Because they like the way they say the person is old, it's of no use anymore, that it doesn't have anything to offer. That is the reason why I said life is stage by stage, but it's hard to understand, but that is the reality. Understand? So in whatever we do right now, a lot of people should have this in mind, because it's very important for you to build something right now. At least when you are old, you will be able to at least raise something out of it to take care of yourself. Because we see all these things right now. We see ourselves, we are so beautiful, so handsome, we can do a lot of things. We have enough power to do whatever we want to do. We can go to places. But a time we come in our life whereby a lot of places that we used to go, we don't like to go to that place anymore. A lot of things that we used to do, we don't like to do it anymore. It's not because they are hard. It's just because you will change. In general, you will change. You will not be thinking of those things anymore. There are some things you were doing before, you will not like to do them anymore, because that is just the nature of an old age. You understand? That is the nature of an old age. So people that are old, they understand these things. There are things that you will be telling your old father or your old grandfather or old people. They will not take the thing serious anymore. Most of them just want to be alone. Most of them want to be with their age mate, because those are the only people that can understand them. And that is how the same thing That is the reason why at times, most cases, when you see some old people in Italy, they will sit together, they'll be playing games together. They like themselves. They just want to chill, just want to have a cool life. You understand? Old people understand old people more than we young people. I won't lie to you. When I was working in nursing home, I saw this. I saw it multiple times. Old people understand old people. You understand? There are some things that we will do in their present. They will not take it serious. They will be feeling somehow. You understand? They will even tell you, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You are not supposed to do that and all that. This is just life of old people. So guys, if you watch it to this stage, thank you for coming back. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my video, comment. Also leave your comment, leave your thoughts on this video. So we'll see you in the next one.